Do you believe in your heart, baby dolls? I have this post from Uncle Bobby, who makes a mean, Souvlaki, and Gyros. He is really confident in this 4-year cycle. Now, let's read Uncle Bobby's post. Sometimes a script looks too perfect. It's hard to believe. Bitcoin closes second year of 4-year cycle month, entering the third and historically explosive year of the cycle. So it's talking about the third green monthly candle, the third green yearly candle in rows is going to start soon. So we've had 2, right? Remember, friends, all my early videos as well, I summarize everybody's feelings by the year. And it really is impactful. I know it doesn't mean much, but what we can actually do is, if you go to the yearly chart of Bitcoin, and I'll just bring it up right now, you put it on a log chart, logarithmic. You see this, friends, this is, see, we have 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and we have 1, 2. Well, it moves so slow, but it really does get summarized like this. You know how we've had a green 2023? Well, if 2024 is green, we finished this year above where we started, 41,000. That's 2 green years in a row. People next year, even though there's a 4-year cycle, even though I'm wearing a helicopter hat and I'm trying to warn everybody, hey man, we went up 100x. Maybe we got to chill out. Doesn't matter. The fact that it's gone up for 2 years in a row, it gives them so much confidence that they want to jump in to whatever they're seeing. I don't know what the narrative is going to be. Could be real world assets or AI or something else. It could be cults. I hope it's cults. You see, whatever it is, meme coins, whatever they appear to be, people are going to jump in. And despite all this evidence, they're going to literally throw the leverage in. They're going to bet more than they can afford to lose. See, we've bet more than we can afford to lose as well, but they bet it at the wrong time. That's what makes it different. But really, like, what's going to happen is we're going to see, firstly, we're going to see some... We're going to see more Pokemon music being played whilst I show you Greg. I wish I kept my 1,700 BTC at 6 cents instead of selling them at 30 cents. Now they are $8. So, friends, this is in 2011. Oh, man. Like, yeah, it's real. It's real. And Matty Allen actually met up with him. Matty actually spoke to him in 2021. So if you go to May, here, this is where he is, friends. See this? May. You see that? 30 cents. And then he saw them go to $8. You want to know what's funny? It went on to, this is interesting history, it went on to $32. And then Richard Hart and Da Vinci J15 bought there. They bought at $32 and they went 90% offside. And then went up again. So... interesting, man. So this guy, Greg, was sitting on the sideline saying, whoa, luckily I didn't touch that. And then you have 2 popular crypto people, Richard Hart and Da Vinci J15. They bought in at that top and they held through. Those types of people who are selling and leaving, they will be shamed as the bull market goes on. Shout out to Aaron. Wow, I wish I had the balls to have held longer instead of being an effing pussy. Shut up. You took your profit. Now enjoy your life being a wagey in the KG. Friends, you see this ferocity? See Aaron? I know Aaron, because Aaron, you got to remember, this is the funniest part of all. 90% of Aaron's replies were, it's over, while we're going down. And now, look what's happening, friends. Aaron, if you're listening, so I know you're watching all these videos. Aaron, 180 days ago, he was over. Now, he's firing up. But we use that as a proxy for everyone else, which means like, hey, that must represent how everyone else is feeling. Now, Aaron is already long and strong like you and me. He's not going to be like, you know, mortgaging his house to go and turbo buy Bitcoin at 220K because it's mathematically programmed to go to $1 million or anything. So you get to learn the lessons. So do not Jeet your crypto bags or you'll regret it in the bull. All right. You want to know what Matty Allen did as well? Matty, genius idea. He calculated... You know Greg here? Greg. So we have Greg the Duck. This is Greg the Showin. Matty Allen calculated if Greg, instead of dumping it all in one go, if he sold it monthly, he would have $10 million today. Greg is still working his software IT job. Wow, it's been 13 years. He never bought back in. He never bought back in. A lot of people in the crypto industry, friends, they come in their first cycle, they're buying at the tops and they sell the bottoms, and they learn in the next cycle. They learn, oh crap, I actually have to buy in that cycle downturn part. They eventually learn. It could take sometimes 2 cycles to learn. Sometimes people learn in that first 4-year interim, but they eventually learn. Unfortunately, Greggy Boo never learns. He's like, because friends, this is why like sometimes being early is a curse. Greggy is thinking about Bitcoin at 6 cents and 30 cents. You can't get him to buy $80,000. His paradigm, so his paradigm needs to be shifted, because if you compare it to gold, it's a different story. But is he going to go turbo long? Uncle Bobby, an 8th month base has been built, sentiment reset, and rates are easing. I mean, the script is perfect. So this is Uncle Bobby's triangle. Uncle Bobby, like, we're ready to go up. Right up here, friends. I know this is not 100% price guesses by Uncle Bobby, but it's around 250K here, and it's back down to 80K. So that's about a 70% drop. So that's juicy, right? Also, you have Migueli. Shout out to Migueli. You mean hope. Bob Bullish must buy now. Yes, so friends, Uncle Bobby, we love Uncle Bobby. He's really, really experienced when it comes to these. And yeah, man, I mean, it's 4-year cycle. Here we go. And when it comes down to it, if we all make it at the end, which we will make it, we might just come down to this, friends. Just me staring in the camera saying, still not selling in a Bitcoin halving year. That's it. That's why TradFi people, traditional finance, they can't get it through their heads. We're literally telling them, you see these coins? They do nothing. There's no utility. But I like them. I like the community around them. I like that there's a cult, there's memes, there's pictures. I like them. The coins do nothing by themselves. I'm going to hold them. You want to know why? It's a Bitcoin halving year. Oh, they went up 30x? I don't give a crap. Is there a meme coin at 100 billion market cap? No, there isn't. Okay, sweet. I'm still holding. Is Bitcoin 200K? No. Okay, I'm still holding. Did Hex try to take a stab at 25 cents, 50 cents? No, it didn't. Okay, I'm still holding. It just eats away at them, because when they're holding, they're used to a company selling a product who's got a 5-year roadmap plan, and they say, oh, we sell orange juice glasses today, and tomorrow we're going to sell glasses of apple juice. That's what we're going to sell, and that's going to be like adding to our price to earnings. Crypto completely changes the paradigm. It's also interesting, right? I mean, I made the Bible for them. You live in a fiat denominated world where they print currency. So they print currency, everybody keeps getting paid in the currency, and they have a tendency to buy products to consume. All right? Crypto doesn't have an inflationary world anywhere near to the real world. Crypto has hard money base Bitcoin there. Bitcoin is the heart of crypto. The money's scarce. So what happens when the money is scarce? Yeah, you gamblers, of course, but we act differently. We're in cults. We're in communities where they respect the bid, because you can't just inflate things out for yourself. You see? Now, maybe it changes in the future when we've adopted the rest of the world, but I hope you're learning this, friends. You're appreciating. This is like a high-level peanut brain type of thinking. This is why crypto perhaps is the way it is. We don't live in a digital economy here that is exactly like TradFi. Now, how would it be like TradFi? I'll tell you how it would be like. It would be like TradFi if there were already CBDC rails and people are getting paid, and there are government workers, and it's like 40% of the GDP of crypto. So crypto is what, like 3 trillion-ish soon. So it would be like if governments represented about 1.4 trillion and governments were paying crypto workers, which is their government employees, they were paying them in currency, and everybody really lived on there. Then you would see what they buy. You'd see a lot of these people, maybe they treat crypto differently because they're getting paid in their currency constantly. They're spending on stuff, but they probably won't be buying community coins as much. They'll probably be wasting on other stuff. They'll be buying consumer-ish items. Maybe. It's just a thought. But that's why I have conviction in what we're doing. Like the base money, the undertone is bullish. We're dealing with a scarce money supply. People think long and hard, no pun intended, about where they spend stuff. I know, you're like, hey, you're buying a Retardio and you're locked in and this hex coin. I know, no, it doesn't sound like it, seem like it, but they actually are. That's the cream rising to the top. It's the cults. Because yeah, man, it's wild when you think about how it all works out. And yeah, when I say still not selling in a Bitcoin halving year, I mean, you really better believe it. That's it. We're not done yet. We're not high enough. We're not high enough. So what are you really going to do as you navigate this bull market, friends? You don't have much of a choice. Grab every altcoin you can. Grab the strong communities. Look, as we start to swing up more, I'll make more videos about altcoins because, man, there's like 50, man. There's so many. Don't stress yourself out too much. You can always start with core coins if you want. This is a lovely Pikachu Pokemon picture. Okay, Pulse Chain. Make sure you got all the Pulse Chain core coins. Okay, don't stress if you don't. If you look at your portfolio every day, you're going to need them. If you don't look at it every day, you're like, I can live with it. It's okay. They're all going to have their time. You have Pulse Chain, PulseX, Hex from Pulse Chain, Hex from Ethereum, Incentive Token. You can decide on the weights. You know, some people think Hex from Ethereum is too spicy for them. So they're like, oh, I want just like $10 in it. Whatever. Do what you want. But don't come crying to me if Johnny's a crowned king. That's what I'm saying. Just letting you know, just letting the community know. Remember, friends, I'm not doing this. It's not from a perspective of being right or being wrong. Don't care about that, okay? We're on the winning team. But Hex from Ethereum. So eHEX. All right, eHEX, friends. The ratio being this strong. It's the fact that it's recovered the Richard Hart FUD move. It could tell you that at some point, eHEX to pHEX, it might do something shocking to us with this thin liquidity thing. It might. I'm not saying don't rotate around and play around and stuff, but just in case, man. Just in case, because you'd be surprised. Markets, we've seen them do some crazy stuff. And also, eHEX is very contrarian. It's still very contrarian. I've also noticed on Twitter, a lot of people, they are being mean to Johnny. And a lot. They're trying to like belittle him. They're getting really cocky, really arrogant. I'm just being honest with everyone. So I'm helping everyone identify, hey, could be a big opportunity here. This is eHEX px ratio, so it's down here. But yeah, so I'm just letting you know that don't go around rotating things out here, but just like, here's the thing, but every time this happens, I'm here to teach everyone and show. But then it's the same thing. It's like everyone learns from each example. But when a new example comes and I apply it again, everyone's like, nah, not going to work this time. Not going to work. Like we say it every single time, friends. I'm sitting here in the same squeaky chair with my very, very pointy elbows and you're telling me, nah, this one's not going to work. Nah, Richard doesn't like this coin. Or this is not going to happen. Or this every time. And I'm sitting here like, wow, the crowd. The crowd! You know what to do though. Everyone else not in the ecosystem, good luck finding a cult out there in crypto. Because there ain't that many. And if there are, they ain't as serious as this. And think about every altcoin which is bootstrapped on the Pulse Chain ecosystem. My gosh. Big potential. Make sure you like, subscribe. Catch you in the next one.